All right, I hope that you guys were able to get some stuff done yesterday and this is starting to make sense. Today you're going to keep practicing and finding the percent of numbers to determine new prices based upon discounts, maybe tips, tax, all of those things that change the price of items. So first thing, let's look at our example that they give us. We have $15 discounted by 25%. Well, our first thing is to do our percent equation. So here we have 0.25 times 15. Well, 0.25, we have that because that's our percent, 25%. And remember, that percent means out of 100. So to figure out percent as a decimal, remember you just do 25 divided by 100 into your calculator, and that gives you an answer of 0.25 or 25 hundredths. Because percent means out of 100, that's where this number comes from. Percent is always out of 100. That's why I can divide 25 by 100. So now we do our sentence like I said. We take our percent, 0.25, times the total, which is 15. And when we do that 0.25 times 15, we get an answer of $3.75. Now, the next thing to determine the new price is you have to determine whether you're going to add or subtract. Well, a discount is a decrease. If something is discounted or on sale, that means it's getting cheaper. The price is getting smaller. It is less, which means you subtract. So we found the amount of the discount, $3.75. Next, we take our total and subtract the discount, and that is our new total amount. All right, let's do one more. Here we have $250 discounted by 30%. So 250 is 30% off. So we need to take 30% and multiply it by 250, our total cost. So first thing I need to do is write 30% as a decimal. And remember that is 30 divided by 100 is equal to 0.3. Okay, so now what I have to do, now that I determined my percent off as a decimal, so 30% is equal to 30 over 100, which is equal to 0.3. We're going to go ahead and we are going to multiply my percent off, 0.3, by the total cost, 250, right here. Total cost, 250. Now that we've done that, we do 0.3 times 250, and that gives us an answer of 75. So our amount of discount is $75. Now to figure out what the new price is, I need to subtract the discount from the total I paid. So I start with my total amount, which is $250. Again, $250 right here. And then I subtract because it's a discount. I subtract the discount, the amount that's being taken off the original price, and that's 75. So 250 minus 75 is equal to $175. So my new amount, or the total, is $175. Okay, so you guys will be working on this table, and then when you're done with this, you're going to do this discount donut activity, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, in this activity, you are going to be finding the price of orders from Daisy's Donuts, and you're going to have to calculate the tax or the discount, or maybe even if you're nice, you'll leave a tip. So how do you do that? Well, let me do an example. Our first check right here, guess check number 1, there's 1 donut and 1 iced coffee. So I need to go ahead and find the price of a donut. All right, we got our donut is $1.29, and then the iced coffee is $2.19. So my first step is I'm going to write the two prices down. So I paid $1.29 for the donut, and then $2.19 for the coffee. My next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add the two items together to determine the total amount that I had spent on my order. So $1.29 plus $2.19. And that is equal to $3.48. So my total before tax is $3.48. Now to figure out what my actual total is, I need to add on this tax. Well, how do I do that? I multiply by the total bill. So my tax right here is 8%, which is equal to 8 over 100, which is equal to 0.08, okay? Don't just think because you see 8% here that it's going to be 0.8. No, 8 out of 100 is 0.08. So make sure that you're taking your percent, writing it as a fraction, 8 over 100, dividing it to get your decimal. Remember, it's always out of 100 because percent means out of 100. Well, now that I have my percent written as a decimal, I can go ahead and I can multiply my percent by my total cost, which is $3.48. See that right here? Comes from right here, my subtotal. All right, now when I do $3.48 and I multiply that by the tax, I get an answer of, it's going to look like this, 0.278. All right. Nobody talks about money like that. When you are talking about money, you are only referring to the nearest penny. So if there's anything that occurs after, you're always going to round it up. So this would be 0.28. All right. So that means that the total amount of tax is 28 cents. And then the last thing that you have to do is you have to add your total. So my total was $3.48, and I'm going to add the tax, which is 28 cents. And remember, I got that by multiplying my bill by the tax, which is 8%. All right. So total amount, tax. How do I find my complete bill? I add it all together. So $3.48 plus 28 cents is equal to $3.76. So your total bill is $3.76. Okay? All right, hopefully this highlighting helps you remember where the numbers came from. Okay, so that's what you're going to be doing on this assignment. Something to be mindful of is when you are working, as the checks go, they get more challenging. For example, for this one right here, you're going to have to find the price when there's going to be a discount, and then there's going to be a tax. So you're going to be doing what I just did twice. First, you'll find the total amount by adding these two together. Then you're going to have to multiply by the discount to figure out the total amount. Remember, discount would be a decrease, a subtraction. Then once you have your new amount, you got to find the tax and add that on, and that will give you your total. So a couple extra steps. All right. So what you're going to do, you guys, is just try to get this assignment done. Do the best you can. When you are done with this on ClassKit, go ahead and check your answers. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.